Altium Designer allows some powerful and unique methods for accessing and manipulating the objects and data within your designs. And the list panel, which exists in the schematic editor, PCB editor, and their associated library editors, is one feature which enables such methods. As an example, I'm building a QFN component with a heatsink pad on the PCB. For production assembly, very precise control of the solder paste, solder mask, and heating profile are needed to achieve high manufacturing yield. To assist this, I'm going to modify the solder and paste masks associated with this footprint to provide tenting of the vias and a series of annular ring mask openings for solder paste. You can see in this footprint, which I generated using the IPC compliant footprint wizard, that it already has the heatsink pad, which includes an array of 9 vias. First, I'll go into single layer mode with the Shift S shortcut and switch to the top layer. Double-clicking on the square heatsink pad opens its properties, where I'll set the solder mask to be fully tented on top, and the paste mask to have a manual override with negative 2.1 mm opening. This closes the paste stencil over the pad, so there will now be no solder deposited. Next, I'll switch to the top solder mask layer and place a full circle arc. I'll set the arc to be centered over this via and set its diameter so that it creates a solder mask opening of the desired donut size. I'll cut this to the clipboard using Ctrl-X. Then use Edit and Paste Special and choose Paste Array, setting it to paste 9 copies with 0 spacing. This puts them all on top of each other in the workspace. Next, I'll group select the 9 existing vias in the heatsink pad using the mouse and open the PCB library list panel from down here. In the list panel, I'll set the filter at the top using the mouse to only show selected objects of type via, and then select all the X1, Y1 via locations shown here. Now, switching the filter to show all objects of type arc, I can now see the array of 9 circles I pasted on top of each other before. See that they all have the same X1, Y1 center coordinates. I'll select those coordinates and use the Paste option on the right-click menu, which causes the solder mask circles to all jump to the same locations of the vias. That's way cool. Now I want solder paste mask openings which will place paste over the circles, but the solder paste stencil can't support donut centers. So I'll copy these circles to the paste mask layer, then using the list panel again, I'll edit all those to begin at 60 degrees and end at 220 degrees. So you can see from this example how easy it can be to get at the properties of objects in your design documents using the list panel. But remember that the same techniques can be applied in the schematic editor, schematic library editor, and PCB editors as well. Last but not least, the list panel also works with the Windows clipboard, so you can copy and paste data to and from